Hey, welcome.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Where we at? Who
Where
are
we
we?
at? This is Football with the Fellas.
It's all about Big Blue.
I'm Clay from Brooklyn, and this is
That's Mazo, man. I'm Mazo. Hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
today was a very, very exciting day.
Exciting day, big day,
Big day. Couldn't believe it.
long overdue day.
Very much so. The question was, why did it take so long? If
But
for
what's
those
done
of
is
you who
done.
didn't hear about it and didn't know about it, and who's under a rock for some reason, uh, Daniel Jones is no longer a New York Giant.
Not on the Giants at all.
He's not a
As,
starter,
as Meso mentioned in the breaking news a little while ago, who I'm sure you saw.
not a starter, not a backup, not even on the practice squad. He's out of here. He's gone.
Yes, much like Saquon, except Saquon is on a team now. Daniel Jones right now is not on a team.
And Saquon down I-95 is,
Doing work.
and isn't he a candidate for some big award?
Several.
And positive, it's a positive award too.
Yes, Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, of the year.
MVP,
Oh,
maybe Super Bowl MVP. Who knows?
but Mr. Mara, we didn't need that.
No, well, I can't blame Mara. Mara wanted him. It's Mr. Shane that I blame.
Shane. It was Shane.
Yeah, Mara wanted him. It was Joe Shane who made the decision that we don't need him.
It's such a shame.
But anyway, let's not go sad. Let's go happy. The good news is that Daniel Jones era is over.
It's over. It's over.
R-O-R. The Daniel Jones era is over.
The cap hit? How about the cap hit? Is it going to be bad?
Well, the cap hit is the same. Like by releasing him, that didn't change the cap hit. It's still, I think, the second highest in the NFL this year at like $48 million. But that doesn't change. We just will have a dead cap hit next year of $22 million, which we would have had even if we waited till the end of the year to release him. So that there's no new financial implications of this other than we have now clearly avoided that injury settlement,
right?
That extra $22 million that we would have owed him if he got hurt while playing for us this year to the point where he couldn't play next year.
Okay, you mentioned that a lot.
We avoided that entirely, which was, I think, the big motivating factor in letting him go now.
Finally. Okay. So we're coming up with the Buccaneers?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming up this week. Wait, one more piece of good news before we get to the game. You remember how I said that the Giants had the second overall pick before last week, and then other teams lost, so we dropped down to 5, even though we didn't play?
And I couldn't believe that.
Only the Giants can move from second pick to fifth pick without playing. Well, we still haven't played, but now we've moved up because Cleveland won against Pittsburgh.
Right.
So now we've moved up. So the good news is that now we have the third overall pick. So
we got a chance.
We're in better position having still not played a game. Worse than we were before, better than we were yesterday. So just thought I'd share that.
Oh, well, that's it's funny. I'm like, we're like this with that. We don't want the Giants to lose. We never ask them to lose.
No. We never root for a loss.
No.
But if you're going to lose well enough where you can actually benefit from that in the draft. And again, the draft is a crapshoot, so who knows? It's not like the first overall pick is always going to work out. I mean, look at the last 2 years. The second overall pick is doing better than the first overall pick for each of the last 2 years, right? Jaden Daniels is doing better than Caleb Williams.
True.
C.J. Stroud is doing better than Bryce Young. So you never know. But right now we have the third overall pick. So it is what it is.
And we got Tommy DeVito.
The other news, we'll see if it's good or not, is that our new starting quarterback is Tommy DeVito, correct? They skipped right over Drew Lock, as you mentioned in the breaking news. And if I'm Drew Lock, I'm annoyed. Much like Tyrod Taylor was annoyed last year, right? So, and much like Tyrod Taylor refused to come back this year, I'm guessing Drew Lock is not going to come back next year. So
no.
It is what it is.
Buccaneers, though, what can we do?
So Tampa Bay comes in. Tampa Bay, I mean, they're better than us. They're not a great team, but they're better than us. They have had their ups and downs and their share of injuries, but I mean, better than us is a low bar. I mean, there's a couple of teams in the SEC is probably better than us, but Tampa is a, middling team. They've got some people coming back. Mike Evans is eligible to come off of IR. They expect him to play this week.
Oh no.
Jamel Dean, their cornerback, coming off of IR. They expect him to play this week. They do have some people who are listed as questionable, though, who I think, we would do well for them to not play. Defensive tackle Greg Gaines, another defensive tackle William Golston,
Oh, not
middle linebacker Levante David, and most importantly, left tackle Tristan Wirfs. Those are all listed as questionable this week. If those guys don't play, that makes our job a little bit easier.
now. Questionable means to me. Questionable means they're probably going to play.
Probably,
Yeah,
but
more than
won't be
likely.
at 100% even if they do play.
Right. A football player, professional football players are never really at 100%
Yeah, correct. Especially this
once the
far into
snap,
you're
the
right.
first
You're
snap.
right. You're right.
But oh, okay. So,
But if they're bad enough to be listed as questionable, then they're more injured than usual.
right, right.
And for like a Tristan Wirfs playing left tackle, if Brian Burns sees that there's blood in the water, so to speak, if this man can't move as quickly as he usually does, Brian Burns can beat you when you're healthy. So that might work in our advantage. Speaking of which, by the way, Kayvon Thibodeau is eligible to come off IR for us this week. So he's been practicing, and they have him listed as a full participant in practice today. So he probably will play as well.
If he played today, yes.
If he practiced today, he'll probably play
Yeah.
something. Right. Again, will he be 100%? Maybe not, but he is practicing, so you expect him to play. Tyler Nubin, on the other hand, is listed as questionable. They say he had sustained a mild injury, so we're not really sure he's going to play. But I'll be honest, I'm not sold on Tyler Nubin yet. I mean, he's probably better than Dane Belton. He's better than the alternative, but I'm not sold on him being like a big difference maker on our team as yet. I think he's got the potential to be that one day, but he's not there yet.
Not there yet. So no. So our defense against their offense. I'm trying to think. Their offense is. If Evans is coming back, that concerns me a bit because he's a big receiver. He's a really big receiver.
Big body, clutch receiver, 1,000-yard machine. He gets 1,000 yards every year. Gets his 10, 12 touchdown catches a year. He's a beast.
And if we get into the red zone, or they get into the red zone, excuse me, he could be a problem with our backs.
They are fifth in the league in scoring already. They're averaging 28 points, just under 28 points a game in scoring. So they put points up anyway. And so, they're a formidable offense that we're going to have to figure out a way to slow down. They're fifth in the league in scoring. They're 22nd in the league in points. I'm sorry, 16th in the league in points allowed. They give up 22 points a game. We are 27th in points allowed. We're giving up 26.5 points a game. Good. And we are, as they said about Carl Lewis, butt naked last, 32nd in the league in scoring. We're scoring 15.6 points a game. Basically 2 touchdowns. We get 2 touchdowns a game.
That's it.
That's it.
It's going to change. I'm optimistic again. I'm back.
Listen, it's going to change. I'm not sure which direction.
It's going to change.
Tommy DeVito does bring a different flavor, right? He's a different quarterback than Daniel Jones. I think he does a couple of things better, but he also does a couple of things worse. So we'll see.
Okay, the optimistic light is coming on again. It's coming on because honestly, I see this change in quarterbacks is like it's a call to all players that hey, look, this is the time you better start shining, or you will not be in Big Blue next year.
Correct.
So
right. If we got rid of Daniel Jones, we can get rid of you.
Right. In a minute. So I see this being like one of those games, the first game, new guy comes in. It's like the backup quarterback. He's always everyone's favorite. But he comes in and he could turn it on. I mean, just think, if his first series is hot.
He won 3 games last year. I shouldn't say he won 3 games. We won 3 games with him at quarterback last year. So, yeah, no, you're right. He could come in and light it up. One thing I will say, I heard this quote that really got my attention. Malik Neighbors was interviewed. And he said that Coach Dable told me to be ready for the ball to be there on me as soon as I turn around because DeVito throws it before the break.
The way it should be.
So the implication is that Daniel Jones doesn't do that. He didn't say those words, but that was the implication. It's like, now you should be ready for as soon as you turn around, the ball might be right there on you.
Yeah, okay.
This guy throws with anticipation. He'll throw you open. As opposed to the other guy who waits until you're wide open and then taps the ball and then throws
it. Look,
So
everybody, I'm throwing.
that's exactly. Why
It's
not
like
just
stealing the
pause the
signal.
game and say, y'all, I'm about to throw the ball.
And I'm throwing it to that guy
I'm
because you see me staring
throwing
at
it to the guy in the direction where I'm tapping the ball. And you know he's already open, or I wouldn't be throwing to him. So let's start
him.
closing down that gap now. Yeah, so that was a good, interesting note that
Wow.
even the head
Wow.
coach is saying to the wide receiver. Now, I don't think Dable meant for Neighbors to say that to the press, but he did.
Neighbors actually, they'll have to work on him as far as when he speaks to the press, because I read one piece that he said they asked him about the possible quarterback change. This is before today. They asked
Boy,
him about a
announced
possible quarterback change, and he just pretty much said, I don't care as long as somebody's throwing me the ball. So
right,
it's,
right, right,
you know,
right. Yeah, no, they're going to need to have some coaching on him.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, I know it's what you felt, and a lot of people feel that way, but you had to temper that, just be able to.
yes, temper that. Yes, temper that. It would be nice if he didn't just say what's on his mind all the time,
Right. But
especially in New York. Like you could get away with that at LSU.
right.
That's not going to fly in New York because
It's
there's
not gonna
50
fly at
people
all. Not at all.
listening to everything you say in New York.
15. Okay, so we only score 15 and they give up. You said what? They give up their
They are, what did I say, 16th in points allowed. They are giving up an average of 22 points a game. Um, Again, these are numbers that, don't tell the whole story, but they tell a story. And it's not like they've had the exact same people on the field every week, just
right.
like us, right? Thibodeau's been gone the last couple of weeks. That changes who we are. Daniel Jones is gone now. That changes who we're going to be. There's been some changes, but we are 32nd in the league in scoring in a 32 team league.
24 points for scoring this week.
Okay.
24. 24.
Okay.
24. I
I
24?
hope you're right.
24.
And even if we score 24, it would be great if they only scored 23.
Yeah, notice I didn't give their
No,
score.
I know you didn't give this score. If we lose 51-24, that's no bargain either.
Right,
But
right. True,
yes,
true,
24
true.
would be like a amazing output for us.
Oh, well, and now as far as I think, did you mention about the injury list? Did you talk about that? Or
Yeah, yeah. We don't have a very long injury list. I mean, Tyler
right.
Newman is the one who is listed as questionable, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, we're fairly healthy. I guess, when you're 2-8, how much injury could you have if your team is getting, stomped, beat up, and whooped? I guess
Right.
your starters are sitting down a lot.
So does that mean we're gonna have like our offensive line will uh
No, no, it doesn't mean
no,
that. Doesn't mean
no,
no, no, that's
no.
not. Andrew Thomas is still out for the season,
Okay. Yeah, okay.
and Evan Neal will still be playing right tackle at least the beginning of the game, and that always makes me nervous.
Okay. Okay.
He had a better game last week in his first start than he's had at pretty much any point in his career. So I guess that's a good sign. But again, we had a lot of help for him, right? The tight end was lined up on his right
Okay.
most of the time. And when
Helping
the
out.
tight end there to chip, we had the right guard, Greg Van Roten, drop back to kind of be his second set of eyes. So we gave him a lot of support.
I got another prediction.
Okay.
Jalen Hyatt will get crazy passes in this game. Jalen Hyatt is scoring on I'll say about a 40-yard bomb. 40
Okay.
yards.
Okay.
I'll say that.
That's a solid prediction. I agree because Hyatt and DeVito were both backups. So
Right.
they've been working on their chemistry while the starters are on the field.
Exactly.
They're off the field. So you're absolutely right. That could definitely happen. Plus, I mean, even in that last game, that last drive, Daniel Jones finally remembered what Jalen Hyatt looks like.
Yeah,
Started
no.
throwing to him. And he had 3 catches on that last drive.
Like, yo,
So
open.
one of two things happened. Either Jalen Hyatt remembered how to play wide receiver last week
Right.
for the
One
first
week.
time all year, or Daniel Jones remembered how to throw to him for the first time all year. And I know which one of those I think is more likely.
Maybe he was throwing to someone else and then just kind of
And Hyatt got in the way.
it
No, he was
happened.
running routes and getting open, and Daniel Jones was hitting them. And anyway, yeah, you're right. Tommy DeVito could very easily have a chemistry with Jalen Hyatt that
It's
DJ
gonna
didn't
be.
have, and that would be awesome
I can see that. I'm
because
telling
it
you.
makes everybody better, right? If they're scared of Jalen Hyatt because DeVito's ready to hit Jalen Hyatt downfield, Neighbors will have a better game. Theo will
Yes.
have a better game. Wandale will have a better game because now the defense is like, whoa, that brother can run. So we
Right.
need back up on him.
So see, this is where I'm going. That's why I got 24. That's why I got 24.
I like it. I like what you're feeling.
It's just funny. I see Jalen Hyatt scoring, and then that's it. To me, it's going to open up because they're gonna go to Jalen. They're gonna look at neighbors, and then little Wandell on a little slant. And please no more of those little outs that those little behind
Behind the chains.
oh please no more of those. No more of those. Where he's got to beat like three guys before he gets to the line of scrimmage. So
But also Theo Johnson, right? That little seam route he ran for the touchdown last week. I mean, last game, it wasn't last week because we had a bye week, but last game, if they're covering Hyatt on the deep out or the deep post or the go route, you know, having Theo Johnson up the seam might be open.
yeah,
A lot of things open up. The
oh yeah,
running game open up. If you
yes,
can't put 7 or 8 in the box,
yeah. I was gonna
you
just say
got to
that.
stay back and cover the. Please, we've talked about this. Everybody has been talking about this all year long.
Oh
So
yeah, oh yeah.
hopefully this is the game where we start to do it. And again, I never want the Giants to lose.
No, no.
I am absolutely hoping we win this game. This is what it would take to win this game, in my opinion.
Yes, yes. But this is the away game, or is this
No, we're home. We're home.
Oh, so we're even gonna and we will be wearing big blue at home.
And Daniel Jones won't be the quarterback. I mean, I know DJ is like 0 for 75 at home or something, but he won't be the quarterback. So the home jinx is not going to, necessarily be the problem.
This is going to be 24.
And not to put everything on Daniel Jones. Listen,
No.
I like Daniel Jones. If I had a daughter and Daniel Jones wanted to ask her out, I'd be fine with that. He seems like a good guy. He's not a great football player. He's not a great quarterback for the New York Giants. So I'm not piling on Daniel Jones on purpose. I'm just saying it was time to move on, and we have.
I agree with you. I agree with you. It's because we can say we've mentioned this earlier too. You can separate the player from the person.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just that
I wouldn't necessarily want to hang out with Lawrence Taylor. I don't think he's a guy that I wouldn't let him date my daughter.
No,
but
no.
We absolutely have him on our team.
I have a daughter, and I don't even want to say the letters L and T in the same sentence. So no, no. But I'll let you watch him on Sundays. But
absolutely.
That's about it.
Rooting for him hard on in between the white lines, but those aren't his only white lines.
No, they're not. The song?
Exactly. So yeah, I think this week is gonna be very interesting with new quarterback. We're playing at home, so the home crowd's gonna be cheering for the new quarterback, and especially since it's a quarterback that they rallied around last year and had some success with last year.
Bit of a fan favorite. And he's made some quotes already that he's ready. And
I have no doubt he's ready.
I'm ready.
Surprised that they picked him over Drew Lock, but I bet both of them are ready. I'm not expecting him to be gun shy or unprepared. He's ready.
No, this is going to be good. I'm looking forward. I really want to see this game. I really want to see this game. So
absolutely.
Hey,
I do want to say one thing. Earlier today in the NFC East report, I mentioned that Dallas was playing Washington, and I mentioned how much I hate Dallas and how I don't necessarily like Washington, but I'd rather Washington win than Dallas win because anytime Dallas loses makes me happy. I've thought about that some more since then. Dallas is actually competing with us for the draft picks. Oh. Like they're so bad that they might beat us out in the draft in the draft lottery. So it actually would help our draft status for Dallas to win. For two reasons. One, because Dallas only has 3 wins. So that would give them a 4th win, build us a little cushion between where they are and where we are. But also because Washington is part of our strength of schedule, and the more wins they have, the lower our draft pick is. So I need them to get some losses because that helps our strength of schedule with the teams that we are tied with in number of wins. So I've given that some more thought. And as painful as it is for me to say, now I'm starting to think maybe we'd be better off if Dallas won that game. Just a thought.
I can't stand either.
It's hard to bring myself to say that.
It's very difficult. It's like, what if they got a tie? Can we have a tie? Something like that. Would that help? Would that help? Because, but Dallas got their backup quarterback going for them too. So
right, which is why they only have 3 wins and may wind up with only 3 wins.
Right.
Then again, listen, I didn't think Cleveland was going to win any more games, and they beat Pittsburgh last night.
Yeah,
not just got to win; they got to win against Pittsburgh
in the snow.
So you never know. Never know.
Oh, okay. All right.
So just wanted to get that out there.
Big Blue. Hey, let me ask the people one quick question. Now that Danny DeVito will be a starting quarterback, he's actually the guy.
Tommy
He's really
DeVito.
the guy now.
Danny DeVito is the backup. Tommy DeVito.
Oh, did I say Danny again?
You
I do
said
this all
Danny
the time. I do this all the time. Excuse me.
He's a
Tommy
QB.
DeVito. Tommy DeVito. I'm not going to be the only one that does that either. But Tommy DeVito
Yes.
is now the guy
Yes.
in Big Blue. I'm just wondering from our viewers right now, what do you think, what do you think his impact is going to be on the Giants, in the second half of the season right now? You think he's going to pick us up? You think he's going to, throw for more yards than what Daniel did? What do you think he's going to look like?
Those are good questions. Good
I
questions.
really, really want to know what you think he's going to look like, because like we said, we saw him last year, so he's kind of got a year under his belt, and he probably, I can tell you for a fact, since the Giants came back from Germany, he's had all the reps with the first team.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they told him on the flight back from Germany, yeah, you're up next week. I agree.
And he was like, "Huh? Okay." Earbuds off.
Right.
Got right into the
playbook. Oh yeah.
Got deep into it. So I also want to know, do you think he's going to be a good thing? And he's going to, I know Daniel's gone, and we can't talk about that anymore. We probably will, but he's gone. But now Tommy DeVito. I'll get it straight. Thank you for correcting me. Tommy DeVito. Do you think he will have let's talk about this game? What do you think he's going to do?
Again, I think, like you said, the backup quarterback is always the most popular guy in town. I think he's going to bring some energy and bring some life. He is definitely a different quarterback. And like I said, he throws with anticipation. He tries to throw guys open or throw in anticipation of them coming open. He hasn't been beat up all year like Daniel Jones has. So he probably isn't going to be gun shy the way Daniel Jones sometimes looks to be. And I also think he knows he's got nothing to lose and everything to gain, right? So whereas Daniel seems sometimes to be playing to not lose, right? To not throw the interception, to not turn the ball over. Tommy is playing to win. I'm going to throw the touchdown pass. I'm going to thread this needle. I'd rather he have 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions than no touchdowns and no interceptions.
Okay, yeah. And he's playing for a spot. I mean, he possibly could be the guy. You don't know.
He's going to be on a roster next year somewhere, maybe not as a starter, probably not as a starter, but he'll be on a roster if he does well in these last 7 games. And he knows that. And if he doesn't, then he won't. I feel like this is the shot he's going to get. He got a shot last year. It introduced him to the country, and now it's his shot with 7 games left to actually establish something.
He can run a little bit too.
He can run a little bit. Yeah. I mean,
legs, so
he's not Lamar, but he can run a little bit.
No. But that's going to be 24. Giants.
All right, listen,
24.
That sounds reasonable. I hope you're right.
24.
That is 9 points more than we usually get, but okay.
Watch. When we come back, I'm going to smile. Look right at you.
The new day.
New day. All right.
All right, guys.
We thank you again for, checking us out. We appreciate it. And, do us a favor. Like we always ask you to please like, subscribe. And hey, it's okay. You can share this and other videos with friends. Let them come in, because you know what? It's always all about Big Blue.
Right. And drop a comment. Let us know, what your thoughts are. We want to hear that as well. So again, Clay from Brooklyn, football with the fellas.
It's your man Mazel right here. It's all about Big Blue.
All right.
As we always say in parting, peace. Big shout out to El Marquis Productions, the talent behind the music and production here at Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Their beats bring energy and excitement to every episode. El Marquis' skills in mixing, mastering, and creating top quality sound make the podcast come alive each week. For your own projects, check out lmarquisproductions.com and take your sound to the next level.